Hello, everyone, and welcome to Beyond the Fundamentals. I'm your instructor, Lee, and wow, it's really happening. Before we begin, I just want to give a heartfelt thank you to the Colosso team for one, reaching out to me about this project and helping me throughout the whole entire process of creating this course. I'm super excited to teach and hopefully share knowledge that I've gained over the years as an animation professional in the industry. So this video specifically is just, orientation, introductions, and overview about what we're going to go through. And yeah, let's begin. Hello, hi. I'm your instructor, Lee Cree. This is my little avatar that I like to draw myself as. It's very cute. I'm an animation professional in American and overseas animation industry, and I have no, not even about. I have 6 years of experience working as a 2D animator, a storyboard artist, a character layout artist, and most recently a character designer. Now, we won't be going into character design in this course. This course is specifically about 2D animation. But, if the Colosso team feels like I have a lot of input to say in character design as I gather more experience on that end, then who knows? Maybe that's a future course for another day. But yeah, hi. And as for my work experience, in the past 6 years, have been quite all over the place in the American animation industry. I've worked at Nickelodeon, Disney, Netflix. My most recent storyboarding job was at Marvel Studios for the new and upcoming animated series Spider-Man Freshman Year. And what else is coming up that I can say? Oh, as of this recording, September 28th, Netflix will be releasing the newest uh, Castlevania Nocturne series, which was a collaboration between Netflix and Powerhouse Studios. And I was lucky enough to animate on Castlevania, which probably was my very, very first full on action, like animating um production. So I'm very excited to see how that comes out. But yeah, just to name a few American studios and productions that I've gotten a chance to work on. But outside of America, I've also worked overseas uh, as an animator for studios and other animation productions. I've worked with Flying Bark, an Australian studio known for their fantastic animating. Woo! They're so good at animating, guys. You don't understand, but they're really, really good. I was lucky enough to assist them with a couple of smaller pilot projects. Hopefully, those will come out someday, but they're really good. And then I've also actually gotten to work with a few Korean studios, mainly with Studio Mir and Studio I Am, both Korean studios that I've had the wonderful opportunity to work with as a 2D animator. Uh, Possibly a dream come true since I've been a fan of their work for a very long time. And then over the past year and a half, I've also delved into working in anime. Yes, Japanese anime. Boruto, Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War, which are two Studio Period productions. That possibly is also like a childhood dream come true because I grew up reading Naruto and Bleach, the manga, in middle school. So yeah, very full circle moment. I've worked with Studio and Studio Breeberry for some, original stuff that I can't like talk too much about, but they're also pretty cool. And as of recently, I am currently working with Studio Mappa as a 2D animator, and the studio is known for possibly the biggest shonen productions airing right now, such as Chainsaw Man, Attack on Titan, and Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, which is the anime I'm currently animating on as of this recording. But enough about that. Let's move on to. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's move on to the overview of, the course, the curriculum. So when Colosso had first reached out to me about creating a course for their platform, I spent a lot of time thinking about what I should teach, um, or really what I wish I had when I was a student learning how to animate. And just to give a little background, I went to a very small private art college in Boston, Massachusetts. It was called Montserrat College of Art. And the animation program was still very, very new. It was about 4 years old at the time I had enrolled. So there wasn't a lot of resources for the animation department. So I ended up teaching myself a lot of the things I now know today, um, beyond like the fundamentals. Haha, nod, nod, wink, wink. Um, Outside of, the fine arts traditional skills, I really had a hard time as a student learning the basics and not knowing how to move from basic to like advanced level. So taking that experience um as like the inspiration for this class, this whole entire course Beyond the Fundamentals is designed for those animators that already kind of know the basics, but have a lot of are still struggling with moving from that basic level to an intermediate to an advanced level. So think of this as an in between middle intermediate step of learning like application skills of the core fundamentals to reach a more advanced like animating skill level. Um, that's not to say that beginners can't take this course. In fact, these next few videos, we will be going over the core fundamentals and basics and principles of animation because it's always a good thing to brush up on your fundamentals. But yeah, this is meant for, getting you into that in between stage so that you don't feel intimidated by the advanced level of like, oh no, I have to draw somebody fighting and there's like a dragon in the background. Oh god, how do I do that? Yes. So this course is meant to help those beginners start to recognize, identify, analyze, and apply those core principal skills into more intricate and complex animations. And of course, like any animation course, you will get to see the whole entire pipeline of bringing something from final sketch to final clean colored composited animation. I have planned out 3 demonstrations. The difficulty level is from very like subtle to dynamic. So the first 2 demonstrations will not be brought into final composited animation. We're only gonna get it to final clean, like final clean lines. It's nice and crisp. And then the final third demonstration, which will be a more dynamic action-esque piece, will be the one where we will color it, and then go into After Effects and composite everything so that I can also teach you how to, make really nice composited animations on your own without having to use a lot. So yeah. And as for tools and software, luckily for you guys, we're only really going to be using 2 programs. But of course, this course is designed so that you can use these tips, advice, and tricks in any program you use. For those who want to follow along, these are the 2 programs we are going to be using. Clip Studio Paint, the specific version I use, I put it on the screen mainly because I know there are people who like to ask what specific programs or brushes that I like to use. So this is the specific version of Clip Studio Paint that I use. And the reason why we will be using Clip Studio Paint is one, I have been using this program since the animation feature was introduced years ago. I was in college, like 19 or 20, when it was released, and since then I've never looked back, mainly because at the time when I was a college student, I just didn't have money. Toon Boom Harmony and TV Paint are just very, very expensive programs, and I am in the camp of, you don't have to break the bank to make your dreams come true. So it's more affordable, and again, even if you don't have Clip Studio Paint, you can still use this knowledge and apply it to the program that you do work with. So yeah, and then for our final dynamic action demonstration, we will be going into After Effects 2020. Um, I think there's an updated version, but it doesn't really change that much. So we will be going into Adobe After Effects 2020. But again, you can still use these tips and tricks in any compositing program. It's not specific to Adobe After Effects. But yeah, just to know these are the tools and software that we will be using. Sorry that it's not super extensive, but yeah. And okay, that covers the orientation and introductions. Um, I hope you guys are ready to learn. I'm super excited to teach and share all the knowledge I have. And let's get to it. So in our next video, we will be doing a quick overview of the 12 animation principles, and I will also start showing you, you know, habits of looking at animations and pointing out, recognizing, identifying, oh, this person is using squash and stretch. Oh, this person's using this principle. So in the next video, I'm going to go over the 12 principles and use some examples of my own work to show you guys how even the most complex, intricate animations are simply just a really good execution of the 12 animation principles. All right, see you next time. Bye.